Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mal's Stampin' Gallery. I'm Mal, your close to my heart maker. And for today's layout, I want to use the current Gnomes for Autumn paper pack that we have available right now. And I just love it with all the cute little gnomes on the one side of the printed paper. But if you're not into gnomes on the back side, then it's just very fallish with the pumpkins, leaves, squirrels, acorns, and things like that. So if you're not into gnomes, just flip it over and you can use the back side. And I also wanted to bring in the sticker sheet, and I've got the cork shapes that I think I want to incorporate somehow. And I want to use this paper pack to document these pictures that I have of my two oldest granddaughters meeting their new little cousin for the first time. And to help me document that, I'm again bringing in my sketchbook, and this is Sketchbook Volume 5, which, like I said before, is not available. There are other sketchbooks. The new one is Sketchbook Volume 6, so I will have those linked down below. But I wanted to use this sketch here because it's got the 6 3x3s and this block of pictures here as well. And it was just a very simple layout, nice little title. So that's the layout that I want to use to help me document these pictures today. So if that's something you're interested in seeing how it comes together, stick around. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my 2 pieces of White Daisy 12x12 cardstock. And I've already got my pictures matted the way I want them. I use the coordinating espresso cardstock to mat the pictures. And I used the lighter side, excuse me, of the espresso. And now the sketch calls for 2 pieces of pattern paper cut in different triangles. So let's look at our pattern papers again. I know I want to use this side of the gnome paper because the gnomes are just so cute. So I know that one I think is going to be in the corner up here. And then I was thinking, okay, well, look, she's got that kind of papaya color on, and there's a lot of yellow in here. So I could go that direction. And if I put this paprika color, no, pumpkin, I think that's called pumpkin in there, it actually kind of clashes with the shirt. So I don't like that. And if I bring in the other side of the gnome paper, that's too busy, that clashes too much with that. So there's this diagonal stripe pattern with the what is this color? Limeade. It's one of the new colors, limeade. Now there's no limeade in the pictures. However, the limeade coordinates with this gnome paper, and I think by bringing that limeade in rather than another more of this yellow, I think that really is going to make my photos pop. If I had more of that yellow or the honey yellow in there, I think it would compete too much with the pictures. And all that would do is draw your attention to the yellow in her shirts. And I don't want to do that. I want to complement the shirts, or the pictures. So your eye is drawn to the pictures and not necessarily the yellow in the shirt, because there is so much of that. So if we go okay, so let's go ahead and cut the first triangle piece. And according to my diagram, that's this piece here, A and F. Okay, so the A and the F. And according to the diagram, it is a rectangle 6 1/4 by 7. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that down, excuse me, on my trimmer. It's 6 1/4. Okay, 6 1/4. Just line that up. Drop it, put this aside, turn it for the 7-inch mark, and cut that. Okay. So now I have my piece, and all I need to do is cut that from corner to corner to form my diagonal. Now to cut the diagonal, what I like to do is use my Versamat because it is a self-healing mat, and I'm going to just line up those corners, this point down to that diagonal down there, and then all I have to do is take my T-square ruler and line that up on those diagonal lines on the corners, point to point, and take a sharp blade that you have and just run it down the edge of your T-square ruler. And that should... I'm almost ready to adhere my pictures down, but one thing you might notice while I was away, I decided to cut this apart instead of having the one big piece of the espresso cardstock. And then I had this piece of acorn here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually, I made the background paper like this. Okay, and the way I did that was I took a stamp set from the upcoming catalog that you can see here. It's called Design Elements, and it's got all these real cool textured background designs. So I took this one that's like the wood grain, and what I did was I stamped it on the acorn cardstock a bunch of times, and I lined it up carefully and stamped it with the acorn cardstock. And then I took a sanding block and lightly sanded over it to give it kind of that wood grain look, and then sponged the edges. In this case, for my picture, I sponged the edges with the toffee to kind of bring out that, or not toffee, espresso, to kind of bring out that espresso. And I did kind of want that picture to be the standout. Now before I adhere these pictures down, I'm going to put a title down here, and I've got some letters that I've cut out with alphabet dies, but before I put those down, I wanted to give it a little more weight, so I'm going to take the acorn ink and a blending brush, and very lightly down in this area where the title's going to go, I'll just continually, in a circular motion, just keep adding. And I've got this word hello. It's an old die that I had, and I'm going to put that there. And then let me show you, I wanted to use this one that's like a paint swoosh kind of coming out of the pictures there, and I'm going to use the acorn. So let me flip this over here so I'm on my spongy side. And if my pictures are going to go about like that, I know right about in here is where I want the swooshy paint swoosh. So I'm going to use the acorn again, but I don't want to use it full strength. I do want to do it second generation. So let's move that and stamp here. And let's do that second generation again, right about here. And let's do it again. Let's see, where should it go? Right here. All right, let's bring that back in. I can always add more if I think I need it. And if the picture... Now that I know where I want to put my title, the rest of the word Little Pumpkin, I know it's going to go about 1.5 inches up. So I just put my T-square ruler, actually that's 1.25 inches, and then I'll just draw a pencil line that I will erase, but then I can just put my letters on there, and then I can erase the pencil line when I'm done. So what I want to do is go ahead. The title is adhered down, so everything is in place, so it's time to start kind of futzing around with the embellishments, and that's kind of the fun part. I've got these cork shapes that are part of this collection, and I'm just going to put some of these around, and these are nice because they just peel and stick. So once you decide where you want it, all you have to do is peel it and stick it down, and little tiny one. They've got all kinds of different sizes. If you can see that, the different sizes, the tiny little maple leaves, big ones. So I think those will be pretty spread throughout the page. And if you can see up here, I've taken some of the stickers from the sticker sheet, made a little embellishment up there. And I'm going to grab this tag from the sticker sheet. I've put it on some 3D foam tape, put some twine that I had in my stash, because I don't like to leave tags without something on them. And I also like to take and tie another string around the other string to kind of give it a little extra texture. And I think that one's going to go there, and I'll put the some of the details there. And let's see, for this other side, let's bring in the other side here. I've got this corner up here and something down here that I want to do. I don't have the big gnome die cut, but the sticker pack did come with this little circle of the gnome, and I just took some of the other stickers from there, made a little cluster, but I needed to pop that up off that green, so I took a little piece of that paper that I made. Remember that I showed you? I'm going to bring that from the left-hand page over here to this side, so I just cut that extra piece that I had, made a little banner. I think I'm going to stick that under there a little bit. That kind of helps that all pop. I have this other sticker from the sticker sheet that I thought was perfect, pumpkin spice and everything nice. So I thought that would go up here in this corner. And then I'll bring in some more of those cork shapes to put around here. Maybe kind of going off like that. And let's bring in another little tiny one, kind of falling that way. And here's another little tiny one I think would look cute over here, maybe on this side at the top, maybe. All right, I think I'm just about done. You can see I've got the embellishments where I want them. I think I want to add a couple more things, a couple of enamel dots from the Fresh Air collection that I had in my stash. I'll just put a few of those around kind of randomly, maybe up here in the corner. Now while I'm doing that, I think it's a perfect time to remind you, if you like my videos, please go ahead and give this a like, give it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a video. And if you really like it and you know somebody who you think might enjoy it as well, please feel free to go ahead and share my video as well. That lets YouTube know the kind of content that you like, and it also helps my channel grow as well. And if you like any of the products you see, or for a list of products that I used today, I will have those listed down below in that description box. So be sure to go ahead and check that down below. And if you like anything you see, please go ahead and hit those links, and that will take you directly to my online shop where you can purchase these items for yourself. Okay, so there you have it. I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can see some of those details, but don't forget that I will have still shots. Following the end of this video, you will be able to see the still shots, and also on my Instagram and Facebook pages, which are as linked down below in that description box as well. So be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on social media, and hit that hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. Thanks, friends. Have a crafty day. Bye-bye.